go. Now, this isn't quite a gin and moans, or as my friend said, beer and bollocks. I just want to make some comments on things I've noticed recently on other YouTube channels that I follow. There's a mechanic, I can't think of his name now, damn it. There's a guy in California, drives around and fixes people's cars. A good mechanic. There is Hoovy's Garage. There is The Wizard. There is Not Economically Viable. And there is Tasty Classics. Now, I do appreciate that you guys are trying to make money. Sorry. Let's let it finish. Customer I've got to contact. I don't do this as a business. I do this for fun. And yeah, you know, they chuck me a few dollars occasionally. The trend I've noticed, which I don't like, is commercials. Let's do the commercial one first, and then there's the giveaway thing, which really pisses me off. The commercials. Hoovy's Garage used to just be Hoovy doing his shit. But now he has to say, and I'd like to thank you for sponsoring blah, 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 and, you know, these people can help you with this and that. I'm not interested. Go away. It's bad enough when they interrupt, which I can accept, when the commercial interrupts what you're watching, rather than the person who's doing the video suddenly bursting into commercial stuff. Hoovy does it now. So does The Wizard, which is bad enough that at the end of his videos, which I can accept, he always says, and if you're interested in the tools we use to do this, blah, 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 please check our Amazon link, blah, blah. And that, I can tolerate that. That's fine. It's right at the end, and I can skip it if I want to, or I can go and have a look and, you know, see if there might be something I'm interested in. But now he's also doing a commercial in the middle of the video, which is beginning to piss me off. Retro Power. Now, they're not so bad. And the only reason I say that is that they kind of hooked up with Roundstone Coffee, I think it is. And that's fine. You know, they show their logo at the beginning, and I can't remember which one it is, the guy with the beard. He makes himself a cup of Roundstone Coffee. And you know, it's acceptable. He's talking to the camera. He's really not pushing it in your face. He's just saying, you know, it's Roundstone Coffee, it's lovely, and that's it. And then they move on to do their other shit. There are other advertisers around in the shop that you can see on the wall, and, you know, if you're interested, then yeah, great. But the giveaway one is really beginning to piss me off. And in fact, it's getting to a point now where I don't even want to watch the channels anymore. I can't remember the mechanic's name, but he's a very good mechanic, and he did a very generous thing for one customer. Then companies started to send him stuff, and they, instead of sending him one, they would send him two, so he's got one to give away, and then you have to enter to get the prize. Well, firstly, I'm not interested in the prize, but then he'll do a whole video on giving it away. I want to see him do mechanic stuff. I don't want to see a video of him saying, well, you know, this is it, and I've got 22 people here, and we're going to pull them out of the hat, and blah, blah. Not interested. That was bad enough. Then there is, who is that guy that started it first that I saw? No, I can't remember who first did it. However, Tasty Classics is one that's also doing it. And I think he got the idea from Not Economically Viable. They'll work on a vehicle, and then for $99 pence, you can donate and win the car. Now, yeah, it may be a good thing, but then to do a whole video on seeing who is going to win is boring. Well, at least it's boring for me because I don't enter. I live in America and they won't even let me enter. I'd happily donate and, just for fun, and then give it to one of my relatives in the UK, or donate it to a charity in the UK, something along those lines. But I can't. Now, maybe logistically that's very difficult for them to allow that to happen. But more and more companies are doing it, or companies, YouTubers. And it's really becoming very tiresome of the only reason you want to watch that video is so you can get something for free, win something. And that's okay, but it's taking over what were interesting YouTube channels. And I know there are more out there that are doing this kind of crap. And yeah, I guess it will keep the channels going. Unfortunately, well, they won't care. They're probably going to lose me as a subscriber and others, I'm sure others that are more interested in watching what you're doing. I mean, particularly with the not economically viable guy. I mean, he's obviously not a mechanic. We'll come to that, neither's Tasty, but Tasty's a little more educated in mechanics. And you watch them, and that's great, and it's enjoyable. And okay, Tasty, sometimes his videos go on for hours. And so does Not Economically. But I don't mind that. I don't have to sit and watch it all at once. So, guys, if you must do it, don't make it a regular feature. Make it once every 3 months or something. Just my thoughts. Why am I talking to the camera to tell you? You don't watch my channel, so you won't give a shit. I have other things I wish to discuss, so do not go away. I'll be back with more piss and moan. Okay, this probably is turning into a bit of a piss and moan, but hey, what the hell? It's my channel. I'll piss and moan if I want to. I went to a foot and ankle doctor I don't know, 2-3 weeks back, I guess, because I have a problem with my heel, and I have a lot of problems with heels, but we won't go into that. But I wanted to see what could be done, and I spoke to a very nice young, I don't know, Chinese person, Yang or whatever her name was, don't know. And anyway, and she stuck a needle in my heel, which hurt like hell, and gave me a cortisone injection. Very thorough, did x-rays, etc. to tell me what the problem was and what I should do to resolve it. And then I had my follow-up appointment. My follow-up appointment was at 10:15. I don't know about any of you, but when an appointment is at 10:15, I arrive at 10 o'clock because then I'm on time. If I arrive at 10:15, I'm late. And to me, that's not acceptable. I arrived at 10 o'clock. I didn't get put into a waiting room for the doctor until 11 o'clock. I then sat in that waiting room for half an hour and I still had not seen a doctor. It appears the medical profession don't give a shit about you and your time. All they're interested in is money. So if you live in Queen Creek, Arizona, which I very much doubt, don't go to the foot and ankle place in Queen Creek, Arizona. They will waste your life. Yeah, pretty sad, huh? Doctors never seem to consider your time. They jam you in appointment after appointment, and let's say they do it every 30 minutes, an appointment every 30 minutes. But because some of them are good doctors, they take their time, and that can take more than 30 minutes. So consequently, it just pushes everybody back and wastes everybody's time because they're money grabbing. Their staff at the front are told, make an appointment every 15 minutes. I would rather they said make an appointment every 45 minutes. Yeah, guys, you're still going to get enough money to make for your yacht payments, but you won't piss people off and you won't get bad reviews, and you will get good reviews and people will want to come to you. There's a novel concept, isn't it? Giving service. Yeah. Let's move on to the next thing. And whilst on the subject of doctors, in England, we define a doctor differently to they do in America, I believe. A guy that looks at your eyes is an optician. He's not a doctor. The guy that looks at your teeth is not a doctor, he's a dentist. And that continues. I guess the doctor title, as I understand it, is for a medical doctor. Now, I'm not decrying what an optician does, a dentist does, a foot specialist does, but calling them a doctor, to me, no. To me, a doctor is someone who deals with your medical issues. Now, of course, that's very hard to define, isn't it? Is an eye exam a medical issue? Guess it could be, but I don't feel that. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, as I am to mine, and if you don't like it, too fucking bad. In America, they seem to hand out the doctor title willy-nilly, and it's something I have to live with because I live in America. I don't think a man that looks at my eyes is a doctor. He's an optician. It's somebody that looks at my feet is not a doctor. I don't know what you call him. No, I haven't got a clue. No, someone that looks at my feet. Someone that looks at my lungs. And I have a particularly good lung person because I have a lung infection. And she is a pulmonologist. Now, yes, she does have the title of doctor, but to me, she's a pulmonologist. Okay, that's a splitting hairs scenario, I guess. What do you think? I did. I promise I did. When I worked at a bank, I had a programmer working for the department. It was a programmer working for the department. His name was Dr. Pugh. He was a doctor of Moonrock. Yeah, as you can tell from my facial expressions. Now, he happened to be an extremely intelligent person. I mean, I could throw a computer program at him and say, hey, look, what the fuck's this doing? And he could figure it out in a matter of moments. It was the position I held as a operations manager, and later became a little more powerful. But he was extremely intelligent. Now, he was one of the typical brigade of that time, you know, with the sandals and the, I don't know what you call them, woolly jumper brigade. But he knew his shit. I would have considered him a professor more than a doctor, which to me, and this is just my opinion, to me is higher than a doctor, because he really did know his shit. And what's more, he was an extremely intelligent guy and could come down to my level of knowledge, which wasn't low, but sure as hell wasn't the same level as his, and explain things. That's pretty fucking unique. So I wouldn't degrade him by calling him a doctor. He was definitely a professor. That's it. I think I might find something else, but not sure yet. I just want to add this to the end of my video. I think I'm going to call it Gin and Groans, because why the fuck not? If you don't like my videos, and you don't like the fact that I fucking swear, then fuck off. I really don't care. The fact that you say, oh dear, I couldn't stand watching your video because you said fuck, you're just showing yourself up to be a complete asshole. On one of my recent videos, somebody said, oh, that is so boring. Then don't watch it. Why do you feel the need to comment? Are you that inferior, that, I don't know what the word is really, to describe someone so pathetic that you feel you must say, oh, I was bored with your video? No one cares what you think, least of all me. It's my channel. I don't like you, I'll block you. I mean, I don't mind constructive criticism, but if, like in this particular case, the thing, don't know if it's male or female, said, oh no, I couldn't possibly watch any more of this because it was boring. Okay, so at the beginning of the video I said, if you're not interested in this transmission tunnel, then don't watch it. I couldn't really make it clearer than that, but you felt you must, whoever this hero asshole was, you had to make that comment to try and make yourself relevant. You don't, I guess, have a video channel. I do. I do it for shits and giggles and for fun. And you just like to surf, find channels that may or may not interest you, don't know why, and then make negative comments. You just show yourself up to be a total asshole. But if that's what floats your boats, good for you. Hope you enjoy being so pathetic, because that's what you are. Bye.